What is going on, guys? I am MC Fixer, and today you are watching AskFixz. What is AskFixz? AskFixz is a weekly, sometimes, I know, I'm very, very, very sorry. I've been busy, as you may see. I've got a new setup. You'll get a vlog office tour soon. But a weekly Q&A sessions with me, MC Fixer. Some of you call me Fixer, some of you call me Corey, some of you call me Shitface. Whatever, I don't mind. If you hear any laughing off camera, Haley is operating the camera, so there you go. First question, let's jump straight. No, I'm a liar. This episode of it's not my Xbox and me. Damn it. This episode of AskFixz is brought to you by Mike Lynch. Now, Mike Lynch, if anybody listens to the My Xbox and Me podcast, which you should, which is my Xbox podcast, Mike Lynch is a supporter over on patreon.com/MCFixer, and he gets a shout out once a month on AskFixz, and he gets a shout out weekly on My Xbox and Me. But everyone head over to Mike Lynch on YouTube. He's not the ukulele player, he's the guy that does gameplays and commentaries and stuff like that, so be sure to check him out. Let's get straight into the questions right here, because we got a few this week and I'm quite happy. So, this one comes from Dominic O'Leary and it says, simple, in or out? He's obviously talking about the EU referendum. But he goes, laugh out loud, no. Mine would be winners of the Euro 2016. Now, whoever isn't watching the Euros, you're doing it all wrong. So, I haven't watched loads and loads, but I've watched every single England game. I caught the Belgian game the other day. I saw a lot of the highlights. And just off of that game, Belgium are looking shit hot right now. I don't think you can ever write off France, though. They are the hosts. They are playing well. Great game against Ireland the other day. England, no, they're getting knocked out in the semi-finals. Hello, YouTube. Yes, it's me, MC Fixer. You're watching AskFixz right now. And you might have just seen me say that England are going to make it to the semi-finals. Of course, they did not make it to the semi-finals. They got knocked out by Iceland because they're a bunch of wankers. Back to the show. If you ask me, they're definitely going to get knocked out in the semi-finals. Which is a shame, but that's a typical Englishman thing. It happens. You know what I mean. So I'd go with probably Belgium to win, if it was me. That's my pick, Belgium. Question number 2 comes from Kevin Tarney, and it says, what are your top 3 games you are most excited about that were shown at E3? Now, Kevin, that's a great question, so thank you for it, sir. My top 3 games that I saw at E3. Resident Evil 7. As all of you know, I'm a Resident Evil fan, blah, 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 blah. I talk about it all the time. You must be bored of me talking about it by now. But Resident Evil 7 looked great. It's not a reboot. It takes place after Resident Evil 6, which I am so happy about. Apart from that, let's have a think, shall we? I've got to be honest, PlayStation had a great showing. I'm really looking forward to the Spider-Man game. So we go... Alright, I've got it. I've got it in my head now. I understand. So, we're going to go with Resident Evil 7, the Spider-Man game, and a game that's a little bit closer, South Park The Stick of Truth. Those are my 3 most anticipated games that were shown at E3. There's other honorary mentions like Forza Horizon looked great. I'm looking forward to Sea of Thieves. Think. And a load of other stuff. Thank you for your question, Kev. Michael Cooney says, no, really, in or out? I don't talk politics. Look, there's a few things I don't talk about, just like my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/MCFixer. No politics, no religion, no being racist. And that rules all apply here on AskFixz as well. So get it in your head, fishy. Next one comes from Mr. Moody, and he says, out of all the kind of funny team, who would you love to meet first? And second, what would you do? Sorry, go ahead. So who would I want to meet first out of the whole kind of funny team, and what would we do? I think this is a pretty easy one. I'm a huge Greg Miller fan. Greg is someone I look up to, is someone I aspire to work for one day, it means an awful lot to me. Me and my fiance were talking about this the other day. which is crazy because I've never met him. But Greg is the most important out of all of them for me personally. That's who I'd love to meet. And what would we do? I'd interview him. That would be the first thing I'd want to do, would sit down and have an hour with him just to talk about whatever I want to talk about. He's great on camera. I feel like I'm getting there great on camera. I feel like we could just have a great conversation about anything and it would flow. Yeah, that's definitely who I would pick personally. Like I say, I've been featured on PS I Love You. Greg responds to my tweets from time to time. He's commented on my YouTube video about the video I made about him inspiring me. I've had communication with him, which is strange for me. So when I actually get to meet him, I feel like the emotions are going to be so high, and I'm just going to want to hug him and then ask for a photo, obviously, and find out if I can interview him. Because you got to ask. If you don't ask, you don't get. So that is who I would pick, Mr. Moody. Thank you for the question. Now, this next one comes from William, and he says, "When is Fix at the Mix coming, fam? I want to see you poison someone." Now, for those of you who don't know, over on patreon.com/MCFixer, we hit the goal, which was $50 a month, I think it was, for a cooking show called Fix at the Mix. Now, the update I'm giving you on Fix at the Mix. So, number one, I have the uniform for Fix at the Mix now. We need to shoot some shots for promo images. We're still working on locations. We're not sure if we're going to do it in different locations per episode or if we're going to do it all in one location. My mind just blanked there for some reason. Apart from that, I don't really have anything else to update you. I did say it'd be April, but things come up and you know how it is. But it's coming. I promise it's still coming. It's still on the work sledge of things I've got to do. So that is your update, Will. At Canadian... No, let's try it again. At Canadian Riot says on Twitter, at MCFixer, can you see why kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Now, Canadian, you know full well that I'm British, you know, oi and all that stuff. Cup of tea, crumpets, you know. I don't know what Cinnamon Toast Crunch is. Hayley off camera, do you know what that is? Hayley's shaking her head. She hasn't got a clue what that is either. So, is it a breakfast cereal? Is it a chocolate bar? Is it a cinnamon bar that you eat? I don't know what that is. So, do I know why kids love it? No, don't have a clue. I think it's hideous. Never even tasted it and I don't like it. You know why? Because it's from America. No, I'm joking. I love America. And the next one is from at DiddyDubs22. And he says, how many licks does it take to get to the centre of a Tootsie Pop? Again, these American questions. Hayley, again, I need a verdict. Do you know what a Tootsie Pop is?
Nope.
I ain't got a clue what a Tootsie Pop is either. So, you guys on Twitter, love you all. Thank you for sending in your questions. That's Canada and Diddy. Dudes, I don't even know what you're talking about. So, next time, send me an image of what you're talking about. How many licks does it take to get to the centre? I don't know. I suppose it depends on how big your mouth is and how quick you lick things. If you're like, or if you're like, oh, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I think she gets what I mean. And last but not least, this one comes from at Jimmy_Martin. Sorry. What film would you like made into a AAA game, and what type of game would it be? Now, this is the question of the week. This is the best question I've got this week. So thank you very much, Jimmy, for the question. And see you, Jimmy. I ain't said that in a while, so see you. What can I say? I would go with a film that has only just come back in my head as of lately. I mentioned it to Hayley the other day. I Am Legend. It would be a survival horror I Am Legend game. There wouldn't be that many enemies. It'd be Resident Evil-esque, but not with tank controls. It'd be third person. And it'd be like DayZ, but single player. The aim is to survive, and then you have to find a cure. Third person, survival, horror, survivalist game. Boom. Make it. Who would I give it to make? Don't know. I have to think about it. Undead Labs. They could make it. That's who I'd give it to. Even though they're working on State of Decay 2. But, you know. Next, after that. I Am Legend game. That is it for this week. Again, I need to say a shout out to Mike Lynch. So be sure to check out Mike Lynch on YouTube. Check out me over on patreon.com/MCFixer if you want AskFixz early. all your support really does matter, so thank you for those who do support me on Patreon. You're the reason I can keep doing this, you're the reason there's a podcast, website. I say it every week, you understand what I mean. But I really do thank you. If you can support, like I say, patreon.com/MCFixer. If not, just be sure to like, share and drop a comment. And the key one there for me, guys, is the share. If you can share it with your friends, if you like this content, please, please, please share it. Facebook, Twitter, hit me up at MCFixer. And until next time, I will love you, leave you. See you guys later. Bye.